England, home of Shakespeare, the Beatles, football, and fish and chips. But have you ever wondered, why is it called England? It sounds like something from a fantasy novel. But the name actually comes from a tribe of outsiders who weren't originally from the island at all. Let's dive into how England got its name, and how that name still shapes identity today. Before, there was an England. Before it was England, this land was known as Britannia, a Roman province full of Celtic tribes like the Iceni, the Trinovantes, and the Brigantes. The Romans ruled for nearly 400 years, but in the early 400s CE, the empire collapsed and left Britain open to invasion. That's when the strangers arrived: the Angles, Saxons, and Jutes. In the 5th century, Germanic tribes crossed the North Sea and began settling the island. The main groups? Angles, Saxons, Jutes. They came from what is now northern Germany and southern Denmark. The Angles in particular settled a huge portion of the land, and their name began to stick. What was once Britannia started being called Englaland. Over time, it evolved into England. From England to England. By the 9th and 10th centuries, kings like Alfred the Great and Æthelstan began uniting the Anglo-Saxon kingdoms under one rule. They used the term Englaland, meaning land of the Angles. In Old English, Engla, Sarge of the Angles, land, das land. Eventually, this merged into the modern spelling, England. So yes, the name comes not from the island's original people, but from immigrants who took over after Rome left. What happened to the Britons? The native Britons weren't wiped out. Many retreated to the western parts of the island. That's why we still have Wales, Cornwall, and Brittany in France, all with Celtic roots. But the name England became dominant as Anglo-Saxon language and culture spread. What the name means today. Today, England is both a country and part of the United Kingdom, alongside Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. The name reminds us that national identities can be shaped by migration, language, and power shifts, not just native traditions. It also reminds us that even ancient names were once new, and often came from outsiders who never planned to leave. So now you know, England is the land of the Angles, a name born from strangers who crossed the sea and never looked back. What country name should I break down next? Drop your pick in the comments. Like, subscribe, and share this with someone who drinks tea like it's a personality trait. See you in the next country. See you in the next country.